Hey, what is up everyone? It is Tommy, or Ajane, that's my YouTube name. I know I have not been posting a lot, or at all really, like I've done nothing. And it's because of, like my previous video of the car accident. I've been at home, have nothing to do. I do have that vlog to edit, but I really don't want to, and I don't know why. I don't have the motivation to. Today is February 23rd. And I currently have some free time so I can make this video. But obviously by the title of the video, you know what I'm gonna talk about. So yes, I'm gonna be joining the military. I got some notes right here because obviously there's a lot to talk about and I can't remember it all. How I got into it was, okay, so like 2 or 3 months ago, this Navy guy gives a presentation in my chemistry class or my science class. He was talking about, what they do and all that stuff, and all the things that they do to help and what was it like before. He mentioned a big part of it, that when you sign up you get a 40,000 sign-up bonus. Obviously you don't get that right away, and then you also get like 60,000 for finishing the first year of college with them, and then this another 60,000 after finishing like the second one. And obviously you have to be smart because they don't provide that much money into a job if it's in need, and not a lot of people can do the job. I'm sure people can, but like it's pretty hard and it takes a lot of work to study for. But you get like a total of like $200,000 at the end of your training. So it's just like at the age of 20, you get like $200,000. And it could be true, could be not. I don't see it on the thing, but like there's not a lot of things listed on the internet about all this stuff, because it's more like private information for people who actually want to do it. But the person who gave the presentation said he got it. Don't know if he's telling the truth, but I'm just gonna take his word for it. But I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. And so I was like, no, I'm not gonna join the military, I don't care about it. But then I just kept seeing like these YouTube videos on the military, and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool, and then I saw one that said security forces, and it was like the United States Air Force, and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. So, and then I started looking on like the Army website because I was like, oh, I might be interested. So I looked through the jobs and I didn't see anything I liked except plunger, which I'm just joking, I don't want to do that. But like they had band musician people or like culinary people, which I could do, but like I was like, I don't want to do that. So then I saw this YouTube video, like I said before, the security forces video, and it showed me like what they did and like all that stuff, and I was like, I started to like it. I was like, so security forces is like military police. So continue on, I did a lot of research and I was like, I'm gonna graduate soon, I don't know what I want to do. And so I was like, okay, maybe the military is a good idea. So then I did more research, and about a month later, like after doing research, I've kind of really decided on what I want to do. So just more explanation on why I'm doing it too is because I'm like the first generation that's born here in America in my family. So then my family, like this house I'm in right now, there's like 12 people living here, and it's because my family like takes in like people from Vietnam to come live with us, and so they help them with that. But a lot of history happened, and my mom gone through some jobs and stuff like that, and so we're not doing the best. My family's flow of money is going somewhere, and it's a struggle. So why not be more independent? Like I always wanted to be more independent, be more free, so this way I can, and I can be an adult, obviously pay for myself. The pay is okay in the military. It's not the greatest, or like it's the military, you should get paid a lot, but you don't really, and that's fine. You get a lot of other benefits and like other money to help you, but it's not the greatest. But I definitely think I can save a lot since I don't need all this crazy stuff like iPhone X or 11, whatever the new one is, and all that stuff. That's really why I want to do it. I want to provide like a good base for my future, and for if I have future kids and things like that, have a good base for them and have a good all that stuff. So currently, right now, I'm going through the process of talking to my recruiter and filling out an application and getting all my medical documents from my previous injuries or anything like that. I don't know when I'm gonna meet with him, so I do not know when I'm gonna go to MEPS. But if you want a video on that when I do, or after I do, obviously, I can. So going back to what I want to do, I'm going to be going to the Air Force, and then I'm going to be going under security forces, which is military police. And I'm going to be doing this active duty for 4 or 6 years. I don't know what I want to pick yet, but so basically security forces is military police, and you're gonna be, I don't know, like patrolling the base or standing at the gate checking ID or pulling people over because they're not obeying the traffic laws or anything, stuff like that. But then there's also subdivisions like K9, Cadum, Raven, and they work with like guns, dogs. There's also like military investigation, or like it's like a detective but in the military kind of, or like something like that. But there's like a ton of more divisions that I don't know about because they're smaller. But I'm okay with not going to any of them right now. I just want to go through the base first, and I think it's a really good idea for me, and I like it. I've done a lot of research on it, really. And I've seen all these videos saying like, oh, they don't like it, it's boring, it's a boring job, you don't do much, or you don't, like they just don't like the job because it's so boring, or they thought the military was the best thing ever and it would like make them rich, which obviously you're not gonna get rich unless you're really smart about it and like you save a lot of money, or you put into your TSP and gain money from that for your retirement. But that's a whole different topic that I don't know a lot of knowledge about. Like I said, I'm going through the process of talking to my recruiter, and when I do go to MEPS, I will be signing a contract, which it would be a 4-year or a 6-year contract. Now it's an 8-year contract no matter what, but it's like 4 years active duty, 4 years reserve, 6 years active duty, 6 years reserve. So I don't know what I want to do. There's like pros and cons. Like if I don't like the military, I can get out early if I do 4 years, but you don't rank up as fast compared to a 6-year, or if you don't have like 2 years of ROTC, or 3 years, or if you're not a Boy Scout, or you don't have any college credits. So if you have like no experience and you do a 6-year contract, you get promoted to E3 when you finish, I believe it's when you finish tech school, which is like a community college for the Air Force. If I do a 6-year, I'll get E3 right away, and the difference between each like how you're paid is based on your rank, and the difference between like an E3 and E1 is like maybe $400 or $500, and you get paid monthly, and it's a salary job, and you get paid like twice every month, and they split that paycheck in two. So say E3 is like $2,500 a month, or $2,500 a month. That's just the base pay, not any other things that include in that, and there's like a ton of other stuff I don't know a lot about. Like I kind of understand it, but I'm not sure if I have it right, so I don't want to explain it. But basically your base pay is the thing you're like guaranteed to get. So they take that, if you're not deployed or overseas and you're in state, though, there's taxes with that too, but you take that, you split into two, and that's your paycheck for every 2 weeks. So the 1st of a month and the 15th of a month. And so that's how the payment works, and you can do research on it if you want. You don't have to. It's kind of complicated, it's pretty much complicated, but the pay is okay. And if I save, because they pay for your housing, your food, and all that stuff, but if you save your money, I'd say during a 4-year contract, I could probably save up to $80,000 in my savings account, or like just anywhere, just save it. Or if I do a 6-year contract, I might have $100,000 plus in my savings account, and it just depends on how much you save, how much you actually spend. It is really hot in my house right now, and it's a nice day outside. But continuing back on this topic, so yeah, those are the 4 and the 6-year contract, and it depends on how much you save and how much you spend. Obviously, if you buy a new car or some kind of thing and use insurance, it's going to cost you a lot of money, so you're not going to be able to save a lot per month. But continue on, some pros with the job, like you can search this online, you can find it, you can all about it. I know some friends who are just joining the National Guard. I know some people who have already, and they're going through the process of training right now. But I don't think I know anyone who is going through like active duty or reserve. But like National Guard and reserve are kind of the same thing. But so the pros are, you're gonna get a stable job. You're not gonna get fired unless you do something stupid and get like a discharge or something like that. There's healthcare benefits, dental care benefits, a lot of other benefits that I don't really know about because I'm not too worried about it, but I probably should. You also get tuition assistance when you're on duty. So basically, there's an Air Force base in Grand Forks, I can get stationed there, and I could go to college while I'm on duty, and at like University of North Dakota, UND, and they have a good aviation school and everything like that. But I'm not looking forward to become a pilot, but I'm pretty sure that's not the only thing that's like a part of the program because I'm uneducated. There's tuition assistance. They can like pay up to 4 classes a year for 4 years or whatever you're in, and that's your allowance for college and stuff like that. So if it depends on like what kind of classes you take and how much they are and how much classes you're taking. But then it's an okay paying job. Like I said before, it's not the greatest, but you get a good amount plus like other payments like housing allowance or subsistence allowance. So basically, I think I said that second one, but the housing allowance is your house. If you don't live in the dorms, you can choose to live wherever you want within like a range or something like that, so because you're active duty, and then they'll give you a certain amount depending on how much everything around you is costing. And so some people get like $1,000, and well, if you're single, they get like $1,000, like because if you're married or you have kids, those are different. But if you are single, you get like $1,000, say like in Las Vegas or Grand Forks in North Dakota. You get paid like $1,000, and some people choose to live in a house with like 3 other airmen, which are like the Air Force people, or someone they know, and they split the price and they pay like $200 or $300 a month, and they pocket the rest of the $700, and which is completely legal. I think that's pretty cool. You can save a lot of money that way, and that's pretty smart. There's also the GI Bill, which is basically after you get out or after you are off duty, you have the GI Bill, and that helps you pay for college after your service. So basically, I could go to college after I'm done, they'll pay for it. Or if I took college during my service, I can go back to graduate school after I finish my service. And again, I'm not super smart about this. I did my research, this is my understanding. I could be wrong, so don't take my word for it. It allows me to think what I want to do in the future. So like I kind of have an idea, but I don't really, so I don't have the money to like change my course and stuff like that. I don't want to take up student loans because that's not going to be good for me, because I'm not too great with money, but I'm trying to be. Cons, I feel like I'll be alone, which is a good thing but a bad thing. Obviously you're gonna meet friends and stuff like that, and I want to be more independent, but like as in like I don't want to be alone when I get out, or I don't want to be alone during my service, because I feel like I'm not gonna have that many friends as I do right now, and I'm gonna like lose them all. But that might be the case, that might not be. You don't know. That's currently the situation, my research on it. My game plan, back to my notes, sorry, I'm looking at my phone, but back to my game plan. After I get out, I'm gonna go to college, depending on I do 4 or 6 years, and then I think I'm gonna go into computer science, because I've been around computers and I've done some coding already with a couple of my online friends, but I know computers kind of, and I've been around like technology my childhood, and so I know what I'm doing. And I think it would be cool to learn computer science, or like coding or developing software development or things like that, or just fix computers or create computers, anything like that. I think that would be cool. I don't know if I want to make a life of it, but over my time I can think about it. And after I go to college, I finish my college, get my degree, bachelor's degree, I can either choose to continue and go to graduate school to get a master's degree or doctoral degree, and find a good job at like a Microsoft or any company like that that's good. Or I could re-enlist back into the military as an officer under what I was previously as a security force, which you do make a lot more money. It is harder to rank up, obviously, and it takes more commitment, but you do get paid a lot more money, and it's just, you know, it's a more stable job for your future if that's what you want to go and you like the military and stuff like that. Otherwise, I don't really know what to do in my life besides that. I am afraid of being alone after I get out. Like, I won't, you know, have any friends, or I will have some like good friends, or have any relationships with, you know, all those stuff. So that's the only thing I'm afraid about. But that's all I really have for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have anything you'd like to tell me in the comments. And sorry about not posting a lot. I know I've been really lazy, but I've been just home and I couldn't really make any videos. And then track is starting. I do have a car now. I have track coming up this upcoming week. So I don't know when I'll be posting again. So I'm sorry about that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you didn't, don't do anything. Please subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.